Supreme Court's order in this case is not just legal, it's also moral. There was IC-814, you remember? Indian Airlines flight IC-814 took off from Kathmandu, landed in Delhi, Amritsar, Lahore, Kandahar. It was hijacked by the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Tomorrow they will harm Jews. They will harm the state of Israel. They want 72 hoors. Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. My friends, today the Supreme Court upheld the abrogation of Article 370. So they said that Article 370 was a temporary provision and the government was right in removing it. There is nothing unconstitutional, nothing illegal in the removal, and it upheld the abrogation now. A lot of people, Omar Abdullah, who's been the Chief Minister, Mehbooba Mufti, who's been the Chief Minister, Kapil Sibal, who's been a minister. Kapil Sibal was with the Congress. He's no longer with the Congress. The PDP, the National Conference, everybody is crying hoarse and they're saying that, some battles are to be won, some battles are to be lost, and not all battles are to be won. I'm getting confused. I don't know which ones are to be won or lost. Also, like Mehbooba Mufti and all saying that the struggle will continue, the struggle of honor and justice. There is no struggle here. It's all lies fabricated by two families in Kashmir, and Article 370 and 35A were instruments in perpetuating the rule of a family, or two families for that matter. Right? That's it. There is nothing more to it. The common Kashmiri never gained anything from Article 370. Can you please tell me? Can anybody please write in the comments what the common Kashmiri gained from Article 370 or 35A? And this whole nonsense about, Pakistani media is having they're having a meltdown or something like that. They're going nuts on television. It's fun to watch. Go watch. It's fun to watch. The Pakistani media is saying that, the Indians are doing this against Muslims. Everything is about Muslim and Islam, okay, in Pakistan. There is no normal conversation. It's not like I'm having an ice cream. No, I'm having an Islamic ice cream. Okay? It's not like you are a Pakistani citizen. No. He'd say, no, I am a citizen of a country that has a nuclear weapon. There is no normal conversation in Pakistan. So the entire Pakistani media or the nation is having a major meltdown. And you know what they're talking about? These guys are now talking about the fact that we should do jihad against India and we should have an armed, conflict with India, and all sitting inside television studios. So this is stupid. You see, must understand one thing. This was a temporary provision. Absolutely, the Supreme Court's order in this case is not just legal, it's also moral. We are morally right. Legally right, of course, we were always legally right. We are also morally right. And as far as this propaganda goes, that now everybody will go to Kashmir to buy land. Right? Can a Kashmiri buy land in Delhi? Yes. In fact, Gilani's family has houses in Delhi, yeah? And they have houses in posh South Delhi locations. I'm talking about Sayyid Gilani, the one-time head of Hurriyat. He's no more now. He's dead. So many people have houses in Delhi, and it's their nation's capital, and they are very well within their entitlement to buy a house wherever they wish. You want to buy a house in Tamil Nadu, go and do it. You want to buy a house in Assam, you can do it. You can buy a house in Bangalore, in Lucknow, wherever you want to buy a house, buy it. But why should you grudge my wanting to buy a house in Kashmir? Now, having said that, nobody is going to Kashmir to buy houses. Let me be very clear. This option was open and nobody has gone. Yes, people might buy land to set up hotels. People might buy land to set up industries if the government so facilitates. But to think that somebody will... How many people go to Kashmir, by the way? These Pakistanis, actually, they have no concept of tourism. So they keep on talking nonsense. If you compare to Goa, or to Kerala, or to Rajasthan, how many people go to Kashmir? Kashmir is this size, yeah? Kashmir is this much. It's just 75-80 kilometers. The actual Kashmir Valley. Kashmir is very small. I don't have a house in Goa, or in Kerala, or in Rajasthan. Rajasthan, I want to have a house, but I don't have the money to buy a house in Rajasthan. But just to tell you that, these are lovely places, yeah. We go there how many times? Let's say I go to Rajasthan in winters. I'm saying Rajasthan again and again because I actually want to go to Rajasthan in winters. I want to go to Jodhpur. I want to go to Jaisalmer. But that apart, now coming back to the news, would I want to buy a house there? No. I'll live at a nice resort, or I'll live in a heritage property there. Nobody buys a house. You want to go to the French Alps. That doesn't mean you'll buy a house there in the French Alps. Nobody's got that kind of money. And if you're really looking at an investment, why invest in Kashmir? Invest in Delhi. Let's say I was to buy a property worth 5 crores in Kashmir. Why should I? What return will I get? What industries are there? Which great corporate honcho lives there, or which major industries there apart from tourism and apart from dry fruits and stuff like that? The money in India is in software, it's in engineering, it's in such stuff, yeah. That thing has not yet reached Kashmir because of this 370-35 way. If I had 5 crores to invest, which I do not, but if I did, I would invest it in Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore or Chennai for that matter, where I'll get more returns. What the Pakistani media would have you believe, that Indians want to buy a second home in Kashmir because Indians will go there and spend their holidays there. No, I'm sorry. I'll go and stay at the Lalit or the Taj, or the best still, if I have a course mate, I'll stay in BB Cant. Why should I go anywhere? Now, so much for the abrogation of Article 370. And of course, lots of people, Prime Minister Modi has said very nice things, and Home Minister Amit Shah ji has said a lot of nice things. Now, coming to Hamas. Hamas has warned Israel that, if you don't stop this bombardment, no hostage will leave alive. And Abu Ubaidah, spokesperson for Hamas's armed wing, said in a televised broadcast, referring to the release of Palestinian prisoners held by Israel, and he said that, neither the fascist enemy nor its supporters can take their prisoners alive without an exchange. You should knock off this Abu Ubaidah first. Yeah. You should get rid of this guy. He talks too much. And then you have Benjamin Netanyahu saying that offering Hamas the option to surrender. The war is still ongoing, but it is the beginning of the end of Hamas, Netanyahu said as he urged the terrorist group's fighters not to sacrifice their lives for their leader, Yahya Sinwar. I say to the Hamas terrorists, it's over, don't die for Sinwar, surrender now. In the past few days, dozens of Hamas terrorists have surrendered to our forces. They're laying down their weapons and turning themselves into heroic soldiers. Blah, blah, and blah. Now, I think, I don't normally disagree with Benjamin Netanyahu or the state policy of Israel, but today I will, because you see, these Hamas guys are snakes here. You remember the story of Gilad Shalit, that Israeli soldier? One single soldier was captured by the Palestinians, by Hamas. He was kept in captivity for 5 years, all right? To free him, Israel freed more than 1,000 Palestinians. More than 1,000. Not 1,000. More than 1,000 Palestinians who, for various crimes, were in Israeli prisons. They were set free to get one Israeli soldier back. Now, today, you're expecting that the Hamas will surrender. And yes, they will. They've already started surrendering. Now, what are you going to do? Israel is a democracy, right? For some time, they can keep them in prison. But at the end of the day, they'll have to present these guys to a judge. And there will be an Israeli judge who will say, okay, here is the proof against you. This is what you did. So you're getting 15 years, you're getting 20 years, you're getting 5 years, you're getting 10 years. That's going to happen now. You're going to have all these guys in prison, sentenced. And then what will happen? They'll kidnap a few Israelis and set them free. This cycle will continue. It's not going to end. It happened to us. It happened to the Indians also. Right? And you know what happened actually? I'd like the people to remember that once there was IC-814, you remember? Indian Airlines flight IC-814 took off from Kathmandu, landed in Delhi, Amritsar, Lahore, Kandahar. It was hijacked by the Jaish-e-Mohammed, Pakistani terrorists. And there were a little less than 200 Indians on board. And we had to set free Maulana Masood Azhar, the head of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, and a few other terrorists. Why? We had to set them free simply because otherwise, the Taliban and the ISI and the Jaish-e-Mohammed people in Kandahar would have killed all those Indians on board. Would have killed them. When we had the chance, I don't know why we did not do it. I'm in my mind, I'm very clear. If you have Masood Azhar, if you've captured him, right? You've not captured him from a shopping mall, right? It's not like he's in the DLF Mall of India, Sector 18, Noida. He's roaming around there. It's not like that. There must have been some sort of an encounter that would have happened, some sort of an operation. When you knew it was Masood Azhar, why did you capture that guy? You should have done with him what we later did with Burhan Wani. Just knock him off. They're terrorists. That is what America did. And I absolutely agree with America. The Americans did not like Qasem Soleimani. They put a missile in his vehicle. And that was the end of General Qasem Soleimani of the Islamic Republican Army Corps of Iran. They had every proof and every right to go and knock off Osama bin Laden in Abbottabad or al-Zawahiri. Anybody. So, what I'm saying is that why get into all this nonsense of surrendering and all that? Because tomorrow they will harm Jews. They will harm the state of Israel. They want 72 hurs. Give them 72 hurs. Don't deny them that privilege of 72 hurs now. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, the last news of the day is the Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir leaves for Washington. And General Asim Munir, and this news says that his first official trip to the United States, right, and severe economic, political and security challenges faced by this cash-strapped country. During the visit to the US, General Munir is scheduled to meet senior military and other government officials of USA. This, the Inter-Services Public Relations ISPR said. So, what does this mean? He's obviously going there to ask for money because that is what Pakistani generals do best. And he'll probably take 10 or 20% for himself. His retirement pot of honey. He will take that. And also, here is a small video. And this is Hamid Gul. Hamid Gul, former chief of the ISI, Director General ISI. This is what he had to say about Pakistani army chiefs. A Pakistani army 3-star general, he's dead now. But this is what he said about Pakistani army chiefs. Take a look.
6th वाले को बना दिया गया, नंबर 1 को छोड़ दिया।
6 वाले की मंजूरी अमेरिका से आई थी।
मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन ये एक बात तय है कि अमेरिका की मंजूरी के बगैर यहाँ आर्मी चीफ नहीं बना करते।
So, ladies and gentlemen, have you got that? Simple. Who will be the army chief of Pakistan is decided in the United States of America. So, obviously, the army chief is bigger than the government in Pakistan. And elections are coming in Pakistan. So, if America decides who the army chief is going to be in Pakistan, don't you think America will decide which the government is going to be or which government is going to be there in Pakistan or which political leader will win the elections? If everything is fixed as per General Hamid Gul, who's quite respected amongst all those crazy lunatics in Pakistan, those jihadis, they think he's some sort of angel from the sky or something like that. Don't you think that the Americans will control the government also? I'm sure of it. If they're controlling the army, if they're controlling the appointment of the army chief, needless to say, they're also controlling the government. And this is exactly why General Asim Munir has gone to Washington, D.C. A, beg for money. B, to take instructions for his American masters as to who will form the next government in Pakistan. I'm told that elections are around the corner in Pakistan. They're just around the corner. And the firm dates can be announced anytime. People have already started guessing. So whenever the elections are, Uncle Sam will decide who's going to be the next Prime Minister of Pakistan. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.